E aí galera, tudo bem? Bora! Fiz uma live hoje de manhã já sobre esse jogo e agora vamos fazer uma live novamente desse jogo porque é muita secundária, galera, muita secundária e então eu meio que uma parte 2 por causa disso, galera, porque é vídeo que não vale muito pra jogar pra história, mas pra conter. Não avanço de história, mas sim pra conteúdo, entendeu? É bastante conteúdo. Tá, esse daqui é os Eikons, tá? É a ciência esquisita. Acho que é esse o nome. Só vou... Deixa eu ver aqui só como que tá aqui. Enquanto eu vou... Bora, vamos... Ah, não. Enquanto eu vou falar pra vocês que vamos continuar. Deixa eu... Bora.
You deserve a rest. Get him.
Mostrei. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Eu falo pra vocês, acredito que se quiser, mas eu acho que eu errei o lugar. Vai daqui, é esférico. Pronto, falta um só. Então aqui já está resolvido. Esse daqui é outra missão já, galera. Essa missão aqui é do ferreiro.
So Dravost is still standing. For now at least.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me, the best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Eu tô pronto, filhão. Bora.
You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Filhão, sou pior que esses caras, né, filho? Quem de vocês vem primeiro? Vamos pegar umas mais fraquinhas, vamos? Umas fraquinhas. Vergonha. Errou. Ah. Os efeitos desse jogo tá melhor, cada vez melhor. Só o poder da Shield que eu não decepcionei um pouquinho, tá? Mas eu vi no último o vídeo da manhã que ela é forte, sim, bem usada. Cadê o poisão? Grifo.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Ah, bicho novo, galera. Da hora, hein? É a primeira vez que eu vejo ele nesse jogo, mas a franquia... Quebrei a primeira postura dele. Cara, tem todo tipo de golpe. Vamos ver a primeira postura. Vai, cai. Caiu. Tchau. Inimigo derrotado. Cara, ninguém me ajudou. Somente sozinho.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Burro.
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoged needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
Tá bom ainda. Acho que era a última missão dessa história.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Você aceita a bigorna rachada e solta.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude.
Ah, vai.
I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift.
É pra colocar lá no negócio.
Certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoged in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Uma espada diferente. Fechou. Mas não vamos não. Vamos fazer as missões aqui que tá em volta. Antes da gente voltar pro esconderijo. A gente já voltamos sem querer. Fiz uma missão lá e acabou voltando. Parceiro de Joshua. Não é? Ah, não.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Tudo bem?
Right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Vamos priorizar. Onde que tá? Eu poderia até pegar, só que tem aqui, ó, uma parte do mapa que não foi vasculhada. E então eu pretendo ir por aqui mesmo.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Por isso tem que tomar um pouquinho de cuidado, galera, de ficar fazendo viagem rápida.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Porque querendo ou não também tem um troféu,
No
liga.
use calling Ambrosia now. Not here. Good girl. Run like the wind.
Tem uns ogrinhos aqui, ó.
Thanks, girl. Too slow.
Acabou. 400, velho. Às vezes parece que não é muito não. Mas é muito sim.
This might take a while.
Okay. Oxe. Tá. Ah, aqui não podia, galera, também. Aqui tava fechado com uma carroça. Ah, não acredito que você viu. Já era, bichinho. $42.000, você é louco. Oh. Uau. Muito. Nossa, tá vendo, bichinho? Não pegou? É uma mentira isso. Mentira, por um deu 50 mil. Por um. Não pegou? Ok. Ah, não pegou ninguém de novo. Que foi que? Acontece que? Que acontece, filho? Que? Então para de apertar o botão. Oxi. Só para de apertar. Ok, chegamos. Ah, e pelo outro não daria pra ir, mas acho que o problema tá fechado, né? Mesmo que meu destino fosse esse, não ia liberar eu. Aperta pra cancelar e acaba apertando o botão de transformação. Aí perco só uma barra à toa. Mas será que são amigáveis, pô? Porque... Nossa. Eles não existem mais, mano.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be spiders. All yours, Torgal.
Caraca, mano. Foi tudo destruído. 15 rolos de seda. 15 presas afiadas. Ok, bora pra cima deles, lá vamos.
Whatever that thing is. They say it's their leader.
Pegou. Uma transformação chata bem na hora. Mais inimigos próximos. Vai tocar de novo. Não. Não, tchau. Pronto, tá bom. Tiramos a primeira parte da defesa. Tchau. Mas já acabou, será?
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
Nossa, cara, nem se importa o que aconteceu.
A mercy. Your brothers, might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Nossa, que...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Os caras não tá nem aí mesmo, né? Tipo, morreram. Só mais um. Ok, daí agora abriu o espaço aqui. E onde vocês estavam escondidos aqui, tem alguma coisa? Sei que tem. Ok, posso voltar para lá? E falar com ele. Deixa eu falar com o Cyril.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rosfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Uau. Vou falar o que, né? Vamos falar o que? Ok, tem uma missão aqui secundária.
To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Sem nenhuma ironia, como o cara mudou. Tinha sarcasmo, sem nada.
League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Victor.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Esqueci de fechar a porta, filho. Ok, vamos lá. Vamos lá, Ambrósia.
Those ne'er-do-wells.
Thanks, girl.
Tchau. Boa, acabou. Salamandra. Então eu acho que pra mandar já é o suficiente pra você transformar. O Torgo tá mais bravo que eu, pô. Não tá se transformando pra matar os bichinhos normal. Agora é nossa hora lá.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Doc and Fingers. Take his head off. Over here. Attack.
Né? Pronto, já caiu já, né? Agora só dá futebol. Acabamos.
I better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Parece que tinha uns bichos aqui perto, viu? O barulho.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They'll listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Então ele era mesmo.
Why you taking the bears?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was playing.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that,
Esse
Lubor.
preconceito é foda, né, galera? E pior é que o marcado seria mais forte do que as pessoas normais.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. But where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
A história dele não acaba. Mas do ferreiro sim, acho que não vai ter mais missão do ferreiro. O dele vai ter continuação. Na secundária dele. Ok. Aqui acabou. Então vamos aqui no mapa, né? Como que acabou? O Kretov, é outro lugar que a gente achou, acabamos de achar. Tá. Então vamos agora para o penhasco do Falcão. Falta o último eco. O último eco? Acho que é isso mesmo. E é eco mesmo, ó. Que vai depois do vilarejo ali embaixo. Acho que cubos acásticos. E aquele vilarejo acabou também, né? Acabou, tá tudo azul ali, ó.
The people of Armor might not have been the friendliest sorts, but I didn't deserve this. Not that the Aether cares. It springs up wherever it likes. Nowadays that seems to be all over. I know you go, Sid. There's a cache about.
Nossa, já era.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
Now, Torgal!
Over here!
Vamos acabar logo com você, vai. Umas bolinhas aqui, ó. Ah, bolinha de fogo, só 200 só, um pouquinho, mas são difíceis de matar, mas são chatos. Tem resistência boa, mano. Travou o menino. $400. Pronto, estamos chegando. Ah. Escapa, escapa. Ai, pegou. Ele fez eu perder ainda. Acabou. A primeira. Tchau. Tchau. Nossa. Foi, amor. Vai dançar? Coletei.
That's all of them. Owen can uncross his toes now.
Pronto, galera. Bora ir pro esconderijo, então. Tudo que eu pude fazer, enfim, consegui fazer. Aí vai faltar só o principal. E são duas que vão ajudar eu a ter novos itens, ou ter novas possibilidades de coisas.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of tapio nuts and all.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Ah, vou ter espada já? É, já vou ter espada já, hein?
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Que louco, hein? Nossa, linda.
The sword to end all swords.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Da hora. Missão concluída. Casaveiro 4. Tá, necessário para fabricar a espada. E a Ragnarok. Oxe. Vamos falar com o Storm de novo.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best.
Não, melhor o outro, né?
So, will it be?
Ok. A Ragnarok que eu tenho, Oricalco que eu não tenho, Trevaço também não tenho, Chifre de Batalha Primitivo não tenho, coisas que eu devo pegar em caçadas. Isso aqui também falta, Tanga Machada e Línguas de Pedra. São coisas que ainda faltam, galera. Reforços. Enquanto não tenho nada que sirva de melhor. Não. Tá, mas a gente... Ela veio aqui no nosso inventário, essa arma. E ela não ficou no... Aqui, ó. Uma antiga lenda da cinza conta que um dia a Era dos Dominantes chegará ao fim com um embate épico entre os Eikons que incidirá o mundo, expurgando toda a maldade e trazendo renovação. Um embate que eles chamam de Ragnarok. 25 a mais, galera, de força. Imagina se eu não tivesse feito nenhuma secundária, cara. Eu não tinha visto essa espada. Por isso que é importantíssimo nossas secundárias. Em todos os jogos, na verdade, né? Bastante jogo ajuda bastante, né? Coragem para lutar. Tá, Marta. É Marta. O que houve em Lago Leste com os portadores guardiões já era de se esperar. Eu sou orgulhosa por isso ter finalmente acontecido aqui em Rosaria. O antigo Grand-Ducado pode não mais existir, mas os sonhos do Arquiduque Elvin ainda estão presentes e ardem no coração de muitos. Com que essas vitórias, essa chama será difundida. É apenas o começo, Clive. Mas que belo começo. E Luiz, é difícil acreditar que Teu já não está entre nós. Toda manhã ao acordar, penso que ele está nos estábulos dando água para os pássaros ou preparando as cargas. Mas ele não está, e a vontade de cair de joelhos e chorar quase toma conta de mim. Sei que tenho que seguir em frente, mas isso não quer dizer que eu devo esquecer. Meu irmão e eu construímos tudo o que temos aqui juntos. Então, enquanto eu ainda tiver as caravanas, ele continuará comigo. Vou honrar a morte dele fazendo o que se esforçou para ter em vida. E isso é o que eu escolho fazer. Aqui, galera, o Muro das Memórias. Tá, o juramento, tá? Quem não lembra, é o de Clive, quando perfuraram esse cristalzinho. Aí temos a placa dos enforcados, que é da ala perdida. Fizemos também. Temos a placa do repouso de Marta, que nós fizemos na última missão. Acho que deve ter sido a última missão mesmo, para ela ter dado já a plaquinha. Temos isso daqui, que são dos guardiões, do Sir Ride. Que ele jura lealdade, e os guardiões, que ele montou um exército quando a Rosária caiu. Temos a placa de caravana da Carmen, da Heloísa, que acabamos de ler, onde o Theo morreu. Temos o cálice do Cid, para lembrar do Cid. Do Cid em si, não da união dos dois. Tem o inciso continental, que é da... a Sharon que deu, galera. Eu li ali a Sharon, vendedora, que deu. Temos a maçã de Marcelle, que é a gente fizemos as missões aí das primeiras frutas sem magias. E o da Ambrosia, quando a gente conseguiu ela de volta. E a gente tem agora um arreio dela pra deixar guardado. Eu vou apertar aqui de novo, falta acho que um pouquinho mais da metade. Então tem bastante missõezinha pra fazer ainda. De novo?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had any.
Oi? Queria não. Pode deixar o jeito que tá.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson? How was she? The Enterprise.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Os 3 ecos Félix tá pra você aí, cara. Vê o que você consegue fazer pra nós aí.
That's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away.
Uau, olha o que o cara construiu, mano.
May I present to you
The Telemon furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
Que da hora.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
Metal elástico. Agora eu vou ter mais poção.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Ok, missão concluída. 4.800 de experiência, boa. A bolsa de poção expandida. Se a mesma liga exótica de qual a ficha desta bolsa foi feita fosse usada para criar uma armadura, ela certamente seria flexível o suficiente para acumular até mesmo a barriga. Sempre em expansão do cavaleiro mais ganancioso, necessário para aumentar ainda mais a capacidade do inventário. Tá, agora subiu para 8, galera. 8 poções, 5 super e 4 tônicos. Tá? O aproveitamento. Ah, ganhei um troféuzinho. Legal. Ok, pelo jeito acho que não vai ter mais como aumentar a bolsa, né? Já ganhamos já o troféu. Uma hora e meia já de novo, você é louco. Deu 3 horas, galera, de secundária, se contar o vídeo da manhã e agora.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours.
Somos as sombras que despertam a presença da ave do fogo, e das sombras serviam Nosso Senhor e aqueles que seriam suas asas. Cara, tem bastante ainda, hein? Bastante missão pra fazer ainda. Olha só. E acho que é a última aqui, hein?
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Como que tá a caçada aí? Tá suave de caçada, é? Pelo sul da cinza, terra dos orcs. As historinhas dele é bem engraçadas, galera. Eu pulei porque nós já vimos. Foram 2 S, né? Foram o Atlas e o Svarog. Enquanto não deu meia hora, vamos saber sobre o que se trata isso daqui. E é pra visitar, pra ele ver o Joshua.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Agora vamos ver o príncipe. A gente vai acabar com ele. Um que tá vivo.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Essa garotinha desde o começo, ela fica vendendo remédio, né?
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
Apesar do motivo bem bonito, né?
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Tyre.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Acabou de novo. Você acabou de novo. Ok. Olha aqui, galera. Abriu algumas coisinhas aqui, ó. Novas caçadas. Vamos ver nossa quadra de caçada. Quanta coisa abriu? Uma só. Ixi, é esse. Uma caravana de comerciantes que atravessou o Crime e controlam uma fera colossal que encontram durante a viagem. Segundo eles, tinham uma aparência de dragão, leão e escorpião ao mesmo tempo. Eu disse que talvez pudesse ter sido apenas uma miragem, uma alucinação causada pelo calor do deserto, mas o suor que corria de suas testas era frio e o medo de seus olhares era real. Eu não vou enfrentar agora não, galera. Mas vai ser estilo aquele bichinho lá que nós já enfrentamos na nossa secundária. Galera, eu vou ficando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Até o próximo vídeo. E é isso, acho que a gente já fizemos coisas demais. Fizemos 1h30. Deu 3 horas, né, no caso de... Deu 3 horas no caso de secundárias. E contando com os 2 vídeos de amanhã e agora. Mas legal. Acabei de aumentar também a habilidade da Shiva. Nossa poder mais forte dela. Mas beleza, então fica até a próxima, então a gente vai continuar o jogo, tá? Valeu e até mais.